Alright, everybody. Apparently, when I was working up there, I knocked some water down and opened up these, and then I ended up with this. I already cured as many as I can, but yeah, apparently, whenever I was working up there, I guess some of the water fell down. I'm trying to make sure I got all of them, and I'm trying to figure out where the zombie came from. I mean, honestly, I have no clue where he came from. So this is kind of dumbfounded me on this one. That's kind of a weird way to start the video, but I thought this was a good part. By the way, this is LyfCraft. Welcome back. I know that was kind of threw me off myself. And yeah, trying to make sure all these guys convert. Oh, that actually helped me out quite a bit. It basically almost halved my prices on these things. That's actually kind of good. I'm still trying to figure out where he spawned at because I've been looking at everywhere, and yeah, I have no clue. So that was a interesting way to start everything, but everything worked out. I got to keep all my villagers, so it's always an added bonus. See how my crops are doing. Not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, that was pretty much a odd way of starting everything. Luckily, I actually had my little kit laying around, or in here, in my ender chest. Which is kind of sad because I have one extra ender chest anymore because I've been using them quite a bit. But yeah, we're going to solve that today. Hopefully. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a grindy little challenge. But I plan on getting quite a bit more ender chest. And yeah, so got a few places to go. And I guess I need to go over to the main district and get some more blaze rods. I have one, unless I just want to go farm them. But yeah, so I'm going to probably go ahead and... Oh, no, I have 27 in here. Now, should work. Never mind. Now, I know this is kind of a weird segment, but I had to go up there and fix my village breeder up there. But kind of made something over here and kind of stuffed it full of things. Now, I got this idea from Zach the Dragon. Not the running into doors, but these guys right here. They can come in quite handy, considering I'm so far out, but I can also get quartz. But the fact that they sell stone. So, my my stone ant. There we go. Alright, everybody. I know this is a kind of an odd segment, but I've been kind of working on a few things. Well, actually, you can see that thing working right off the bat. This thing was getting kind of full, so I was like, maybe I should put the villagers to use. So what I did is I came over here, and I pretty much put a lot of masonaries in here. I think that's what they're called, masons. And one thing I noticed on them was the fact that they could buy stone. Well, let's see. What do I have that could generate a lot of stone? And apparently the door slamming in my face. But this over here, it'd make it quite easy to generate a lot of emeralds really quickly. Because I have this cobblestone generator over here and this huge furnace array. It's going to probably be for another day. And I might actually just make a new furnace array over here somewhere where I can basically pipe in all that cobblestone that breaks in. And pretty much put them over here and pretty much sell them back. So it's a interesting idea. But right now I need to work on making the concrete maker, which I'm still debating on where to put it. I'm thinking like maybe over here somewhere. Because there's not that much room over there with how much room I'm going to need. And I kind of want to keep this little ledge right here kind of nice. And look, there's a squid. pretty much it's just to help keep everything in line. So let's go ahead and kind of flatten out an area over here. Probably this right here. Because I don't know how big of an area I'm going to need to make one. But we're going to find out in just... Alright everybody, that's the first. I have never gone to the end and not aggroed a Enderman. So, we got 13 stacks of obsidian. Which is a decent amount. And it looks like it's about to become nighttime. Let's go ahead and hop over here. Eat a cookie on the way. Num num num. I don't know why I just said that. But, thinking of putting it right over here. Kind of where the shulker box is. Kind of give it some space in between. I might end up kind of filling this area in. Because it kind of looks a little weird. But I can't say much because this is sitting off the ground. So, that's a little bit of an odd one itself. It works, but it's still one of those things that I probably should kind of give it a structure going up to it. I'm still debating on how to do the structure or what I want to do with it. And I'll probably end up actually revising the outside of it. Right now, as someone said on stream, it looks kind of like a Christmas gift. And I can see what they mean. But I kind of want to revise that, and I'm surprised I didn't smack anything, and it won't let me sleep. So let me go ahead and clear out an area, get everything set up, and we'll come back in just a moment. You ever misplace something and it takes you forever in a day to find it? That was one of them. There's my redstone box. Well, one of my redstone boxes. And I jumped over that for no reason. I had a hole right there. But yeah, I've been searching for a few minutes trying to find it. You can see the sun's almost setting. Well, about midday already. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this set up. And we'll go from there. I'm thinking this is just basically going to be like my industrial area. Now, I don't know if I want it actually over here. Or maybe back over here. Still debating on that. It's going to be a hard thing to choose. Yeah, I think over here would probably be the best section for it. It's not a very big design, but it does need a little bit of space. I kind of want to make it even with this. So whatever I build over, I will eventually fill up right here. Let me go ahead and get the layout done, and I should have brought a bed over here. But I should be good. Alright, everybody, I didn't think I'd say this, but this seemed a lot more difficult than what it is to jump around on literally like one block space. Let's see how this works. Oh, that's not bad. Thought it'd be a little bit faster. But we can... Oh no, that works great. Never mind, never mind. I stand corrected. So, you know, we could just break this into a time lapse real quick, and you can see that item just getting shot out over there. I'm not too worried about those, but at least it worked. So let me go ahead and let's come back in a time lapse. Get this thing created and see where we can go from there. Alright everybody, a moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Alright, so this should dupe it. Not too bad. Didn't break anything. Now let's turn the whole system on. I think that's this lever I put in right over here. Please don't blow up. Oh, hey, wait a second. I don't see anything broken. Maybe a few slime blocks, but other than that, it seems to be working fine. This is nice. Well, I guess I don't need this area anymore. Yeah, you will do. I kind of had to dig it bigger, blah, blah, blah. I kind of had to make it a little bit wider than what I thought. And let's go ahead and pick up these. Actually, let's go ahead and turn this thing off. I am going to rewire this a little bit. This is just a test to see if it works. but basically I have a dispenser over here that if I gave it one more piece of redstone, every time I activated that block, it would dispense something. Now, the way this is going to work is actually going to be pressure plated. So whenever I want to make more concrete, I just come up here, stand on a pressure plate, activates this, and everything starts to go. So let me go ahead and get the rest of the stuff I need, and we will come back whenever I actually have everything situated. And, oop, don't want to lose these boxes. Yeah, I almost lost these boxes quite a few times. Thanks to said creepers. They're fun. And I think I might have lost some slime blocks. Looks like JT and Bex are going to get another reoccurring customer. Alright, everybody. I think it's about time to test this to see if it works. I guess let's go ahead and flip on the switch. I didn't put the pressure plate in yet, but I have 6,336 concrete powder in here. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm trying to think. This is super fast and super loud. Oh my gosh. Wow, I've never tried a zero tick piston before, but man, this is fun. Well, it worked. Until I unloaded the chunk. So that's a bit of advice for everybody. Do not unload the chunk without turning it off. That's why that pressure plate would have been a smart idea. But me having smart ideas, that's not going to happen. So let me rebuild this thing off camera, and yeah, we will be right back. Alright, everybody, after a few modifications, and yeah, a few things changed here and there, I now have this thing up and going again. And it doesn't look too bad. I mean, got the clock back in, got the TNT, it all works so far that I know of. Should probably run a test in a second. But I do have what they call a dead man switch on here, which is an encouraging word. But you can see the lever is in the off position. And I press it, nothing happens. Flip the switch. And there we go. You get one quick burst, and that's it. Now standing here, look at that. Now I don't ever have to be afraid of leaving the chunk and it not pretty much working anymore after it blows itself off, because if I step off of that plate, it stops working, and then I can just flip it back off. When I get back either way, it still works, and it's actually pretty nice having it back and running. Now I do have some concrete powder we could test this with real quick, and if we give me 1 second, I did flip that off just to double check. I am going to be like super paranoid about that anymore. But yeah, now I can actually start building a lot more with this place instead of dreading making concrete, because you can imagine how long this thing took me to make, or all the rest of the concrete I've had to do. And really can't wait to get my little organization thing going. I think this is all, here we go. I knew I had some around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and fly back over here. And I can't wait to make the building for this too. I have a few designs I have been thinking of. I've also been thinking of maybe, repurposing the whole explosion mechanism. Let's go ahead and, oh, yeah, I forgot about these. Whoops. That's not what I meant to put it. Seriously, why can I not grab that? Anyways. Shoot, why do I have so much junk on me? That is a story of my life. There we go. Good, got it. And wait, did I only grab 3 stacks? I did. Anyways, I could have just done this the whole time, and I don't know why I didn't do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and retest this. Put you on the on position. And you see how now it didn't fire. That's what we want. Have I come over here? Look at that. Still super fast. Oh no. I think that's just my aiming. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so don't aim there. But yeah, it seems to be working perfectly fine. I know it's really, really loud. There we go. And we're already through all that concrete. Gonna pick up that one. And I step off. There we go. Completely working. That is great. So yeah, now we have all this up and running. Got a little bit of red sitting there. No big deal. But yeah, you can see how much concrete I've already made. Got this thing completely full. This has some in it. So there's a decent amount, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and pick up all this stuff because I'm going to need all the concrete I can get. For most of my builds, actually, if you haven't noticed, they're kind of expensive whenever it comes to the usage of certain colors. And white happens to be one of them. So let me go ahead and clear this out, and let's see how much we actually lost with explosions. Because that's going to be a good key to see how efficient this is. Alright? Be back in just a minute. Now, I almost had all of it except for these last 3 stacks, and I think, what would that be, 19? Right there. But yeah, I'm guessing on this one. Whenever it failed and kind of blew itself apart. That's what happened with those. So that's still not too bad. I think it would be more along the lines that'd be like 99% efficient. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is, let me make sure this thing is in the off position. It is. Good. But yeah, that's one thing I have blaming it on pretty much. We're going to really have to do some building now that we can actually pretty much make concrete, like thousands of concrete in under a few minutes. I mean, that's just, oh, that just made my day that I was able to rebuild it that fast. It really did not take me very long to rebuild. I'd say maybe 30 minutes. So that's not too bad. So let's go ahead, and whenever it gets to be daytime, we're going to go check on these guys over here. Because they have been loaded for this whole time. And yeah, see how much we've gotten so far and how much better we can make that. Alright everybody, so apparently they've been doing pretty good. And this is just me working around my area, and apparently it's been staying chunk loaded. And I did notice there was like a kind of a dark spot right here and one right around here. And I'm guessing that's where that zombie came from. But we got few things we can do now, and I'm gonna go ahead and repair all my tools and my armor and everything because I've been kind of pretty much taking a crash course in a lot of things, literally crashing into everything I've noticed. I should make a blooper reel of just all the things I like hit in a single Minecraft video. I would have like just a whole nother video just off that. So let me come back in a minute when I got all this stuff repaired and I am good to go, and we will go from there, and I'll see how much we can get done today, because that took a lot longer than what I was expecting. Alright everybody, you might notice I'm back in one of the modules. Well, let me turn on the F3B. I have been a little busy. Get out of that. And yeah, with the concrete maker, it has helped out quite a bit, and I'll show you guys what I've done. I just want to make sure this guy doesn't have any carrots on them, because I've had a few that for some odd reason had carrots on them, so I'm just like, double check to make sure. But I have a few things to cover real quick. One is it's kind of running a little late in the video. I didn't expect that to take me as long. I did cut out a lot of scenes. I had a third-person time-lapse planned for today's episode, but it's like, it's getting a little too long. I'll just save it for another time. Now, this is, if you notice though that my hoe is a little bit different, it actually has more durability. That's because I actually ended up breaking it. That is an achievement I've been trying to get for a while, and I'm gonna probably put mending or something on this one. And I hope he didn't just jump out, because I already had to deal with that with one, and I already took down part of the tracks for this. So now he's right down there. But the designs have actually changed quite a bit in how they look. You notice I actually have these all built up. You can see there's this many towers now. And I don't know why I did it that way, because now this block's going to bug me. But yeah, there's been quite a few changes. I believe I'm going to make him a potato farmer, because I have, I think, carrots over there. Yes, carrots. Saw the orange. Saw the orange. So you're going to be a potato farmer. Now, this should be the last one I have to do, and I'll show you why. Because each slice does, I think it was like 4, or each module, like these little buildings I'm in right now, does, I think, a 480 items per hour, which is decent. But when you have as many as I have, it adds up. So I did a few AFK tests, and I will show you guys the profit in just a second. Let me just wait for this guy to move, and we'll hop down there and we'll take a look. I put a little glass layer up here on top. I actually have my cam account on right now, double checking to make sure things are falling into the correct area. He doesn't have much to do because the crops just grew. So we can go ahead and, well, actually I could test it by doing this. Make sure that goes down, and it does. Great. That is what I wanted to see. Now let's see if we can fly out of here without taking damage. And I will show you guys actually what I've been up to. Ooh, I did. Now, like I said, I've been a little busy. And a little, kind of being the understatement, this has taken me a few days to do. But yeah, instead of 1 module, we now have 3. And yeah, it's a little interesting how I got them all up there. It took me a few steps. I really need to get this guy out of here. I want you to come up here. And I have a few visitors. They kind of snuck in a boat because of a long story, but I decided to name them Billy and Bob. They both actually are holding items, so that's kind of interesting. I might be able to use them for other plans, but that will be later in the date. So let me clean up my mess a little bit. You know, like when you first have a guest over, it's like, I got to clean this stuff up. But no, I have been working on straightening things up, and you see I've gotten a few extra resources here and there I need to sort through. And, oh, there's my light box. And this box. I need to make some more potions before I forget. It's that somewhere. I'll deal with it later. But they have been churning out, and I mean churning out quite a bit. If I can click on this middle chest right here. This is just for a little bit of time of me working on everything. And I've already cleared this thing out. It was completely full. It was actually up to the 4th chest completely full. And that's just within a few hours. So I'm going to have plenty of emeralds. Speaking of that, we'll actually take a little gander. And it's been a little productive. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 stacks of emerald blocks already. And yeah. And I haven't really been trading much, but you can also notice that my levels are quite a bit lower than what I did, or what I was at whenever I ended this video in the last segment. But that's because I kind of died in the nether heading over to Zach's base, which was awesome. I have not seen it or had a tour till now, and very inspiring for what he has done. I mean, it's just amazing. I wish I would have recorded that, but I didn't have the time to, because I was kind of in between things. And we have a lot of animals out here, I just noticed, and a flaming zombie. Now, to wrap up this episode, I will bring you into my little boardroom. Yeah, it's not much of a boardroom yet. This is, I don't even know what to call this. This is just like a temporary area till I get that area figured out, and this might be incorporated with it. I might have a duplicate on the other side. I don't know. It is a very massive tower to build, so it was kind of nice to actually have this here. But you can see I have a lot of signs. Now, these are farms to build. I have the bamboo farm I need to make, melon and pumpkin farm, wheat and beetroot, netherwort, and cactus. And there's a few other farms I need to work on. This is just like crop farms I need to work on. And other farms, flower farm, wither skeleton farm, other mobs. That last one's a little bit iffy. But these are things to help me keep on track of what I want to get done. And over here, things to do. Finish nether tunnel to bases. Now, the reason I say bases is because I still have one way over on the mainland, and I want to kind of make little areas for like the Badlands where I know it's at, the ice place, and a few other things. So I have quite a few things planned for that. Finish combat zone selection. What I mean by that is how to select what you are going to be, like 2v2, 3v3, stuff like that. And I will be working on that in the next episode. That is my plan. So you are going to be gone. And lighting on Enigma Island or Enigma Land, whatever you want to call it. I kind of like the names. And let's see. Buildings, cobble gen and concrete maker. Village trading area. Now, I still have a lot I want to do on these. The main thing I want to do with both of these is figure out how to hook them up to a central area. Now, like I said, this is going to be a massive storage area and nether hub type area. So I got a lot of work cut out for me there. But this area right over here, I don't know if I want to have it set up to where it could sort all the colors out for me. And I'm thinking about that. And also with this right here, I want to be able to send it over to this machine and for me to select what I want it to make. Like if I want it to make stone or smooth stone. So I'm going to have to work out a few plans for that one. But that should be about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know I had a lot of fun making this. And with me being on vacation, it made it a little bit easier to do these things. So I was enjoying it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to my channel and enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Any comments or anything you have to say, or if you want me to see me build anything, yeah, put the comments down below. And until next time, this is, hey, wait a second. It's Lyfcraft 86, and I found a thing. Do I have a... I do. And until next time, y'all take it easy. Ooh, buried treasure. I kind of want this stuff. I don't think I got the feathers. But until next time, take it easy. Later.